Get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke, my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luka, he gave me 10 assists. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread love to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Way they running back to the dick, they think they Emmitt Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah. Nigga, we was trapping out the tenement. Niggas ain't hard, they just loud, them niggas impotent. Ain't in it for the glory, my life story is intricate. Don't crash out for the money and watch the niggas you get it with. I say it all, cause I'm past the point that I'ma play with y'all. And as the president, I'ma have to revoke your player call. Don't think the nigga ever was real, and he gon' stay a fraud. Don't think a nigga bluffing is not nothing to break them all. Saquon, ho, it's not nothing to shake them all. But with no street clothes in my bed, ho, better take them all. Just get that cheese, breaking that bread, and I can stay involved. You wanna look sweet in my side seat, got to pay the cost.
I got dope and cheese, I'm smoking G's. While I was scaling dope and weed, y'all been yelling broken knees. You gon' do it, baby, do it, gotta hold and squeeze. For real, it's cold out here, one of you hoes gon' freeze. Rob the reverend, call a blessing, hold your nose, don't sneeze. Poop, nigga. Oops, nigga. Pull up in that big shit like I'm too big for that coupe, nigga. Too legit to quit, no, I'm just too legit for you, nigga. Twin Towers feel the power when we speaking, nigga. Cope like I was in the ghost with Tommy Egan, nigga. If your bitch looks suspicious, she probably creeping, nigga. If you heard the shit before, it's probably beating. And don't ask me about no money, I'ma tell you, let me hold something. 60K and Debbie walking around like I don't owe nothing. So and so got shot up, I just act like I don't know nothing. I call love, but we make a hit and this a home run. Clean up in the kitchen, we can't have no dirty dishes, cause it's roaches outside and we cooking if they don't sniff it. Took a shot in the dark, I just went for this shit. Why aim for the stars, go forward to get nothing. Somewhere there's a young nigga on the same thing. Suggested advice, I tell him do better. Baby mom pregnant, I was turning 18. Ain't even focused my mind to getting cheddar. So I quit this rap shit, quit chasing my dreams. Fuck it, get money off of hoes and the fiends. Fuck it, get money, then turn around, blow it. If I was my plug, man, I wouldn't even throw it. Maybe I would get money, you know it. Really had the city for some summers with the lows, yeah. Going down the wrong way, niggas getting smoked, yeah. I ain't even tell you about the times I was broke, yeah.
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, I got you. Go ahead. Do your thing. Goodness gracious. Okay, baby. Okay now.
Invisible machinery. These moving parts inside of me.
Stick one of them up! Hold it!
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, I got you. Go ahead. Do your thing. Goodness gracious. Okay, baby. Okay now.
Invisible machinery. These moving parts inside of me.
Stick one of them up! Hold it! Hey, it's my son.
His son had just graduated high school, and as they were walking to their car, this proud dad revealed the graduation present of a lifetime, and his son couldn't hold back the tears.
Don't ever think I ain't got you, man. You been blessing me all your life. Don't ever think I ain't got you, bruh. You've been a blessing to me and mama all your life. And I'm gonna go all out for you. That's what I'm talking about right there.
And so as he was handed the key to his brand new car, his dad wanted him to know that not only is hard work the real key to success in life, but it's also how you can bless the people you love most in this world.
Look at that. Look at that. That's yours. That's yours. When you put in that kind of work and be the kid and the young man that you are, that's how you get blessed, man. You a blessing to me, man. Man, you a blessing to me, man.
Born baby, she caught this moment between her son and her husband getting some air on the porch.
This is big family, right, Daddy?
Me and Elsa, what's your name again?
Daddy Power.
Daddy Power?
Yep.
And D-Scout. I'm on a little bit,
An adventure?
yeah, kind of like an adventure plus a hike.
Hopefully D-Scout knows how to be more of a team player today and stay with the group. Where we going today?
Well, ooh, I know where to go. How about the, swamp place?
Let's go.
Elsa thinks this is a good idea. But we're not going to go anywhere near the wet stuff.
Not near the west stuff?
The wet head.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now peanut butter jelly.
Black Air Force Energy.
Oh, shoot. I was on mute. I'm sorry, y'all. I was delaying the intro. Much respect to the family. I would definitely say I would say this is a controversial day. It's so controversial. You want to know why? Because so many people have mixed feelings about this day. Not everybody feels the same way. And I know why. I know exactly why. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take time today and, shoot, look, it's 24 hours in a day, okay? Father's Day technically, if I'm not mistaken, Father's Day technically started at about midnight. All right, cool beans. So Father's Day started at about midnight. It's 9:03 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Okay. So that means I got 3 hours to get it in before we right back to just totally disrespecting dads again and just ignoring everything about them. So let's just have our moment, all right? I'm finally now at the cusp of the last 3 hours. And I would like to try my best to do it some justice. Let's do it some justice. But you know what I also know? I'm here because of the motivation that I get. I'm here as a representation of what it's like to be a good father and what it's like to receive your flowers before they have to be sat on your chest. I know what it's like to receive your crown, remote, and sandwich and beer while you're still here. And it's a beautiful feeling. It is such an awesome feeling. But you want to know something? Man, I know some of us, we really start to think, is the juice worth the squeeze? Let me tell you right now. I just told you that I received a remote, a sandwich, right? And my crown being basically just acknowledgement. That's it. I was acknowledged today. I was actually, here we go with the bullshit. All right. So I got animals out back. I got deer in the back. Excuse me, y'all. Let me go hit the alarm. We will be right back after these quick commercial messages. Please forgive me. I'm just once again being a dad. Okay. All right. We're back. Thank you so much. And I apologize dearly for that, you guys. I personally never know when raccoons, deer, fox, or anything is going to pop up, you know, that whole ring alarm stuff. And yeah, if you step on the premises, not only is there lights and cameras ready, there's also guns available. Just to keep that in motion. It's Father's Day, and we want to make sure that we let the world know, yes, there are those of us who are extremely protective, and we don't play them games. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now, you know what I like to do? I like to take things outside the box. I'm going to take things outside the box and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it. Yes, this is a nature show. So I'm just, you know, me. I'll let you know right now. Haul ass if you need to. Go ahead and run over there to where they just be regular, degular, messy. If you want to, don't learn nothing. I don't care. Now, the live will be up whenever you get done with that. Whenever you want to come back. Don't worry. I know how y'all rock. But let's go ahead and get to this right here, right? What I want to do is, because this is Father's Day, and I just like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been having fun all day. Well, I want to continue to have fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to give a good shout out to one of the natives, a DC, DMV, PG own, my brother Crank Lucas, man. Shout out to him. Let's go ahead and get a little fun in before we get to the video. All right. And let's just ride this thing out nice and smooth, chill, and cool. Let me go ahead and adjust my settings. Where is my mother's turquoise on Father's Day? There it is. There's my mother's turquoise. All right, now, you know what's funny? You know what's wild? I actually know my mother's favorite color. Like, real talk, just in case y'all don't know, the reason why this color scheme is my theme, because my mother's favorite earth stone is turquoise. My favorite earth stone is topaz, because it's my earth stone, right? Well, no, shoot. Let me go ahead and go back. Mom loves turquoise and she loves amethyst. That's right. That purple crystal. We've all seen it. The purple diamond crystal. Amethyst. Amethyst and turquoise is my mama's thing. And I love that. You want to know why you don't hear me say my father's color? I just realized that I don't even know my dad's favorite. Us as men, we've never talked about that. Out of all of the things I've ever talked about, this is what I would say to give it a close description. From what I do know, just like myself, me and my father are both very much attracted to earth tones. Like anything that's like a earth tone, like that wood, forest green, you know what I'm saying? Like crystal, anything that's of a earth tone and not like, and it looks like man, you know what I'm saying? Like we into it. So I would say primarily, if I was to take a guess, I would go somewhere around the forest green. But I'll leave this. If anybody can guess my favorite color by the end of the night, I'll cash app you $50. If you're capable of guessing my favorite color, let's go ahead and get to what we got to get to. I'm dead ass on that, sir. Can you guess my favorite color? You have until the end of the show. Let's go ahead and rock out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out. Let's have some fun before we get into how significant our fathers when it comes to actual people, all the way down to nature. Like, fatherhood is everywhere. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, this dance song goes out to you. You thought I wasn't gonna catch you in this club, but I see you. Step to the left, step to the right, left foot, right foot, do the good times. Step to the left, step to the right, left foot, right foot, do the good times. Now pick up your kids, them kids barely know you. Dog, those are not my kids, they got blonde hair and blue eyes. And get back in church, you ain't went to one since '02. Nah, I went to my grandmother's church that one Easter, what you mean? Now step to the left, step to the right, left foot, right foot, do the good times. And stop doing drugs in the bathroom at work. What? You gon' lose your job and your pockets gon' hurt. I don't wanna stop. I do it 360. No, I mean pay $360 on your car note. And stop telling Tina you gon' make her your girl. Come on. You stringing her along just to stay inside her thong. You know you wrong. Hey, look, I can't let Tina go. That booty's way too fat.
Oh, you ain't hearing me, told you leave that girl alone.
Mike?
It's been a decade and you still ain't made her your own. You toxic, narcissist, devilish.
You really brought Mike back from the dead just to diss me?
You ain't a thug, you a busted. Stop beating all them double cheeseburgers with mustard. All you need is faith of a seed to believe. You can fit a large Jeep.
Come on, Pop.
I wrote this a long time ago, way back in '94.
How you got me beefing with the afterlife?
Shout out to my man Crank Lucas, man. Like no bull, man. Shout out to Crank Lucas. Y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe, type it in, man. DMV, one of the great ones, one of those who absolutely represent us the right way. Shout out to Crank Lucas. Go over there and get that man to subscribe. Throw him a like button. I promise you, absolutely entertaining, funniest dog and we're gonna get to it. All right, y'all. Now let's go ahead and get into what we're getting ready to talk into right now. Yes, ma'am. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the best dads in nature. The reason why I want to pull this up because it's very, very significant. Now let's start off with the short video. All right, so we're going to start with the short version of this. Okay. All right, y'all. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:13 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for watching. Now, not only am I going to show this, I actually have quite a few things to talk about myself when it comes to how Father Day is viewed. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's look at the examples of really y'all want to say fathers are just not around, not there, the system, society. I like to show this because it's such a beautiful, beautiful example of how it doesn't matter if it's humans or if it's nature. The fact is, when it comes to fatherhood, it is something that should be truly, truly celebrated. Why? Because we are here. We do stick around. No, we don't just go to the store for some cigarettes and never come back. Not real fathers. I don't know about them other guys who did that. That's a whole nother breed and cloth of men who I have no connection with. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:15 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for watching. Let's go ahead and rock out. Let's look at some of the best dads in nature.
In the animal kingdom, fatherhood comes in many fascinating forms. Here are 6 devoted dads worth celebrating. 1. Male marmosets surprisingly take on the task of caring for newborns, giving females time to recover.
All right, so the only reason why I'm going to pause it during each animal, just in case you all are not hip to what exactly is being spoken about. So what it is that I would like for us to pay attention to, the actual names of what species are good fathers. And that is something that should be highlighted. Now, I know. I'm probably going to be the only one to take notes. That's okay. But at least it's up there. So we got marmosets. Marmosets. When it comes to a family dynamic, all right? So I'm just going to go down the line. And I'm going to write down each animal as we go, okay? I'm going to write down each one as we go. When it comes to great fathers in nature, so the very first great father in nature that we have is called the marmoset. Y'all think it's just, oh, men ain't this, men ain't that. Well, if that is the case, I would like to present a video for men to learn from nature, and maybe we need to take it back to the basics of the forms of life. Let's rock out. Let's see what we got with the marmoset. How good is they as the father?
From labor. These dads are responsible for feeding their young until they're strong enough to venture independently. 2. Male Barbary macaques carry infants on their backs, even parading offspring.
All right, the very next one that we have is the macaque. So we have marmosets. All right, marmosets and macaques. When it comes to so far we are in the primate stage of things, okay? Now, again, do you know the difference? All right, quick little quiz just to keep folks hip. What's the difference between an ape and a monkey? How do you know the difference between if you're looking at an ape and a monkey? Ding, ding, ding. The answer is monkeys have tails. Apes don't. Look at it like a natural German Shepherd and a natural Rottweiler or Doberman. They don't have tails. Let's go.
That aren't their own.
God dang it, Jim. No, that's not true, because for real, those dogs get the tails clipped just like they get the ears clipped. So I will retract that statement. Let's keep on going. But the fact is, monkeys have tails. Apes don't. So if it has a tail, you know it's a monkey. Let's go.
This communal parenting strengthens social bonds and enhances the safety of the troop's young. 3. The male brilliant-thighed poison frog also...
All right. So what is this? Wow. You know what? Again, nature is so vast. All right. So I'm learning today. So we got the marmoset. And brilliant-thighed poison frog. Brilliant-thighed. I don't know how I would feel being described as my thighs are brilliant as a man. But apparently nature has made a way. Let's go.
So piggybacks his babies around the rainforest, carefully transporting tadpoles to precisely chosen puddles where they can safely develop.
I do know about this. Yes, that is very true. So for example, if you all I don't know, picture a tulip, right? Has anybody ever seen a lily, the actual bud, not the leaves, the bud that grows from a lily, the white cloth bud that extends. And it's like a nice little circle pocket. What they do is they hop into these little pockets and they are in the rainforest. And so what they do is they will literally have the babies on their back. Like how dads will carry our kids on our shoulder tops. You see the comparison? Same thing. You know how we carry our kids. Dad, I don't want to walk. I don't want to. All right, well, come on. Just like how kangaroos will do with the patch. whatever it may be. God dang it, not a good example. I think that's the woman. That's not the point. The point is we carry them around. Ooh, horseshoes. Great example. Yeah. So we have so many examples of all of these different type of marine life to land life that actually do take care of the children. What they do is they go to the puddle. Once they enter the puddle, they go find a female, and then the female comes over to the puddle inside of the pocket of that flower, and then they go ahead and nurse that baby. But watch this. It doesn't have to be the exact mother that spawned or, conceived the babies. Let's keep going.
4. Seahorse dads take on the role of pregnancy and brooding eggs in their specialized pouches. They protect and nurture their young until they are ready to face the ocean on their own. 5. Sandgrouse males undertake daily commutes of up to 125 miles to retrieve droplets of water that their chicks suck from their father's belly feathers. 6. Male penguins are indispensable in egg incubation, keeping eggs warm in the frigid Antarctic climate while the females hunt. These 6 fathers demonstrate extraordinary dedication.
Sheesh. I honestly have a hard time with the penguin because there are endless stories about how penguins will allow the predators to basically take the babies, and neither does the mother or father do anything to defend. That is a real thing. Let's keep on going. Let's rock out.
Dedication and care, reminding us that the role of a father can be both diverse and profoundly impactful.
All right. Much respect to the family. So that was our first video. Don't worry, we're going to get into some things. I actually was on a live today, man. Shout out to my boy Freeze. Might still be on. Matter of fact, I do think he's still on. I think I'm going to be on all damn night. I'm going to possibly review a small piece of that. Possibly, I don't know. Let's get to the next video. Let's see what we got again when it comes to wonderful, great fathers out here on Father's Day. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:23 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. And what we are going to do is we are going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with you. Respect.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Skills around the corner. Walking on the fighting side of me. That don't look like it. It don't. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Much respect to the family. So, yes, it is Father's Day. Yes, that is me and my father. The one that I speak about so much, that I give so big praise to, who is alive to this day. Him and my mother still married, which I'm very thankful for. And you know something? I believe that that is something that should be spoken about a lot more in these spaces. How wonderful a father can be to a son. And I don't think it's anything wrong with that. At least just, I don't know, just for a few minutes, just for a few minutes, right? Let's go ahead and get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's get to the second video of tonight. Great dads out here. Oh, snap. Do we have cassowaries?
Birds might look funny to us, but parenting is no laughing matter for the males. Charged with building a nest and incubating the eggs, the cassowary looks after his offspring with diligent and attentive care. A single dad, this cassowary guides his 4 younglings through their first year and a half, teaching them to
Cassowaries are basically birds that they're single fathers, like off rip. The mother lays the eggs and leaves. The father actually takes care of the eggs and nurses. It's not the mother that nurses. Now, even down to like milking, the whole nine, you know, when we look at it in a one perspective fashion, the fact is there is a balance to nature. Some fathers have to nurse the babies. Nursing as far as titty milk? No. But nursing as far as to feed them because he's a single dad. Absolutely. He has to teach them how to forage, what to eat, what not to eat, what to look out for. Everything is contingent upon what this dad chooses to go ahead and show. Let's get back to it.
food and water. But they'll have to keep up. Only 1 in 4 will make it to adulthood. And this little female is already noticeably weaker than her siblings. Falling behind, there may come a point where she falls victim to her frail condition. But as long as he can, her dad will do what good dads do best: practice patience and offer encouragement when necessary. On the flip side, there are some kids out there who don't have a dad. Take this little white baboon.
All right, so again, you know, we get to thinking that it's just us as humans. No, you will learn the most about me through my creations. God once said, so everything that we think that we go through solely is people. No, nature goes through the exact same thing. Let's keep on rocking it.
Not only is he the youngest of the group, but he has a genetic mutation that results in fur without pigment. So he really stands out. Unfortunately, in their...
Now watch this. So basically, you know how we look at stuff like, oh, so cool. It's all white. We're so used to seeing the only brown ones. Yeah, I know. To your human untrained eye, that is such a beautiful and unique, and oh my gosh, it's like the one child out of all of the black ones who was born with hazel or blue eyes or green. The fact is that 9 times out of 10, that one will be excluded. It's going to have a very, very hard time. If it's not adopted, if it wasn't for this footage, now, of course, that one is taken care of 9 times out of 10, unless it's a natural nature show, right? Simply because you're not like us. That's all I'm gonna say. You're not like us. And that's a real thing, from us as people to the animal kingdom.
Their troop, his mom is of lower rank, and his dad's whereabouts are anyone's guess. He's kind of treated like the runt of the group. Meanwhile, this one-eyed bachelor baboon would love to find someone to share his life with.
And look at that. Not only does dad have to worry about his own safety in nature with one eye. With that one eye, dad keeps that one eye close on the child that the mother would disregard. Let's not disregard these facts. We're just going to keep on playing the facts.
But no one seems to be into him. He lost his eye in a fight trying to get into another troop, so his rank isn't very high either. He's kept an eye on our little monkey's mom, though. He's finding ways to slowly win her heart, like grooming.
I can't even front. That really does kind of like hit me personally. You know, he lost what made him the perfect form of the grade A mate. He lost that, right? And when he lost that, Listen, again, the same thing happens to nature that happens to us as men. He lost his eye, and the women don't even look at him as sufficient no more. Message. It really is something that happens. Like us as men, like we got to be damn near perfect. It's a real thing. It's a real thing that takes place. Let's keep on rocking out. Let's see what we got. Okay, now I see you. I appreciate you smashing like. Thank you, beloved. Thank you very much. Thank you. I already know what your time frame is. Respect to you, love. Respect to you.
But more importantly, he's also taking an interest in the Munchkin. Seems the stepdad role suits him pretty well. And as trust between their unit grows, he may even have a shot at kids of his own. But as for right now, things are looking up for all of them. Fathers come in all forms, and while their methods aren't always conventional, hopefully their love and support are enough for their kids. Because for some of the best dads out there, their kids are what they live for.
And is that not what it is for human men? A lot of times our methods won't be conventional. It won't be orthodox, as in the norm. It just might be something that you don't even get why I'm doing what I'm doing. You don't understand it. But there is what we call as men a method to the madness. Now, that's more so metaphorical than lyrical. Than literal. Excuse me. Metaphorical than literal. There's a method to the madness. There's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not just like going off the side of my neck. I'm not just like, no, when I say, nah, that's not going to be good. It might be a reason that I've recognized. Let's keep on rocking out. Let's see what we got. Let's learn more from nature and great dads on this Father's winding down evening. I can't even call it Father's Day. Let's call it Dad's last hours. This is Dad's last 3.5 hours. Absolutely. Rock out, shout, rock out. I appreciate you stopping through. Have a good one. All right. So with that being said, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take us a nice little look at what it was that I was involved in today. So now we're going to go to the point of how we see things, fatherhood wise, the whole nine. There may be some controversial thought processes in this whole thing. All right. There we go. I just had to mute myself for a second. There might be some controversial thoughts, the whole nine, blah, 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 right? So let's go ahead and let's just look at what we have real quick. All right. So what I was looking at earlier and what I was doing was I was looking at how great are dads. Now we're going to get even deeper into the nature aspect of it. I think the best way for me to describe it in the sense in which I'm capable of doing is through nature. All right. So let's go ahead. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure I got this all the way. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and go to horseshoes. Seahorse. I don't know why I keep calling them. Why do I keep calling them horseshoes? Seahorses. Let's go to seahorses. Let's see what we got. Dads in nature.
Fathers that give birth, and they do so after 6 weeks of incubating his brood of up to and over 1,000 babies in his belly. Now add in the fact that seahorses will often mate for life and reinforce their pair bond with a synchronized dance, and Stevie Wonder can see how seahorses got the reputation of being the best fathers in the animal kingdom. Except the male seahorse will occasionally cannibalize a small percentage of the kids he pops out. And while it's true a baby seahorse is called a fry, Papa Seahorse acts a little...
Now, a fry. Yes. Now, I want us to look at all of those dots. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a reason why nature has something called, let's say, population control. Nature has its own natural form of population control. Is it an evil or bad thing? No, it is not. We cannot take it in the literal sense in how we look at how humans are born. Most humans, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know a human that at once, okay, I don't know, not near one woman at once just popped out and blew out like 30 kids, 1,500 kids. You know, it's just usually a certain number, you know. So it's a reason why certain species do what they do. It's all about a natural, organized, organic form of population control. Let's keep on rocking out.
To accordingly by turning his unluckiest children into an infinite food hack. Not enough to truly threaten the survival of the next generation, but just enough for me to confidently say you can find about 10 better fathers in nature. Like, for example, the fox. Like the seahorse, the red fox is often monogamous, meaning that one Spider-Verse line can easily apply to them too. At first, Father Fox has a full-time job bringing back food to his partner who stays home with the kids. But as they get older, that's when the tough love starts. Once the foxlets start getting bigger and more capable, their dad starts showing up with less and less food. Instead, he'll start burying the extra food near the den and even cover it up with twigs and brush in order to teach his kids how to be more independent and find it themselves. And that's not the only life lesson served by Father Fox, because in an area where foxes were getting murked by coyotes, researchers noticed male foxes playing with their kids by chasing and ambushing them, almost like they were trying to teach the next generation how to avoid predators. And speaking of coyotes, you'll find that there's some W dads too. Coyotes are just as loyal, and sometimes even death doesn't make them find a new mate. Coyote couples typically hunt together, but as scavengers who will often finesse food from much bigger threats like wolves and bears, it's usually the male that'll stake out a possible bounty first while his mate watches from a safe distance. That way, if worse comes to worse and he gets put on a shirt, his mate still has a chance to raise their children as a single mother. You wouldn't see a seahorse do that. And honestly, wild canids in general kind of break the rule of male mammals being more of a deadbeat than a roadside raccoon. Father wolves are just as overprotective as you'd expect. Here, you can see a father wolf harassing a black bear and trying to get it to chase him after the bear wandered and got too close to his pups hidden near some trees. And African wild dogs will actually let the pups feed first rather than have the most alpha male get first serves and have everyone else fall in line. They've also been known to spend days looking for any lost pups, but the gold standard of dog fathers would have to be the golden jackal. Death seriously, and like with coyotes, they'll often go grocery shopping together. And when his partner's pregnant, Father Jackal digs a burrow for his mate to rest in, and he'll defend that den with his life if it gets to that point. And once the pups are born, the male jackal will go to any lengths to find enough food, even if it means squaring up with wild boars.
Definitely all day in the paint, man. Shout out to that boy Drip, man. Shout out to the Drip Nation, man. Y'all make sure y'all type it in. Like, yeah, right there. You see that right there? Drip Show. Type it in. Look out for that emoji right there that you see. And go ahead and subscribe to my guy. Like, real talk, though. Subscribe to my guy. Okay? Let's go ahead and get it in. What we are talking about is, we are talking about from nature. I hear men in real life, we complain about being dads. I just want to take it back to the root and essence of things in just a simple, small form, not a whole bunch of talking all day in the paint. Y'all already know who this one is. All right. Y'all know who that one right there is. And just in case you not here, this is who that one is. Right? All right, now make sure y'all go subscribe to the same thing. Like real talk though. Right there. Real serious people. What you want to type in? You want to type in the love experience. Type in the love experience. Okay, now Miss Oshun. Type into Miss Oshun. Love experience. Go subscribe. Support our own. We are all that we have. They may not like you, but you better damn sure know that I love us. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:40 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank everybody so much for tuning in. You already know, big dog. Let's get back to the video. Let's see about the best fathers in nature.
Or stealing food from right under the nose of tigers or wolves. And even though he risks everything for food, most of what he eats just gets regurgitated back at the den for his kids. They're top tier dads, because if anything ever happened to the male jackal, there's a good chance the mother wouldn't be able to keep the kids alive on her own. So yeah, wild dog.
Isn't that something to know that even nature has let us know that when dad leaves the house, mom might struggle? I'm playing these things to let us know there is a connection, even if it's just the slightest bit of one.
Dogs seem to mostly beat the deadbeat dad allegations, but at least they have a partner they can count on. Meanwhile, the great value ostrich of the Andes has to hard carry the whole bloodline by himself. The Rhea is a player who runs game on up to 10 females who all take turns dropping eggs in his nest. That's about as far as...
Okay. So now we done come across the ninja who just like, I'ma just like mate and spread my seed around. The fact is, do we not come across dads like this? Do we not come across men like this? But let's see what happens at the end result. All right. Okay, so cool. He got multiple baby mamas. We hear about that. Multiple baby mamas. Does he take care of his? Let's see.
Mother Rhea's contribute as they leave the male to look after the massive family by himself. Daddy Rhea will even live off a quarter of the food he normally would, since he'd rather starve than leave his nest of up to 60 eggs unsupervised for too long.
That's right. The father would rather starve before the kids do. Message, fellas. This is a whole damn bird. We humans, let's get our shit together.
Being a stay-at-home single father only gets more difficult after they hatch, where Latin Big Bird acts as their bodyguard, while also teaching his class of chicks where to find food and where to best avoid becoming it. All while his baby moms try out every flavor of male like samples at a mall, because female Rheas are for the whole prairie. But I'm pretty sure the father Rhea likes it that way, since once the eggs are laid, he'll chase off anything with a pulse that even looks at them the wrong way, even if anything includes an amorous female. Daddy Rhea puts his actually that sounds kind of gross. Father Rhea puts his kids first, but he's not the only member of the rat-type family that does. Cast warriors are like if nature engineered an animal with the sole goal of f***ing with my sanity. But even this Jurassic drumstick finds time to be an S-tier father. Female cassowaries also social distance from their eggs and children, leaving the parenting all up to them.
My bad. Just to let you all know. So the female cassowary, let's just say that is literally on planet Earth the closest replication to an actual raptor from Jurassic Park you will come across. Size and true aggression. They body people. All right. So don't get it twisted. The talons are like the pocket knives that you buy from gas stations. So imagine a natural organism having 6 pocket knives, all right, comprised on the claws, okay, 3 each, all right, and you got one small like blade that you can keep under your tongue in the back. That's like a thumb. They are what it is. Let's get it.
Male. And even though cassowaries are actually really shy and would rather run from smoke than to it, a male will turn it up to 100 if his children are involved. And just like his cousin the Rhea, the blueberry flavored paralysis chicken spends 9 months raising its clutch of chicks, teaching them how to survive until they can successfully do it on their own. In fact, cassowaries are such devoted dads that the whole reason we call them the most dangerous bird in the world is likely because of the lengths we've seen them go to protect their children. In 2012, a photographer was charged and yeeted off a cliff by a hostile cassowary that I am now willing to bet
bodied a human. That's right. Ran him off a cliff because the kids were near. Didn't need to know who he was and why. Off the cliff because the kids were near.
Had some kids in the area. But considering both them and Rheas have to carry the well-being of their entire family on their backs, I don't blame them for lashing out. The giant water bug does the same thing, except with them, it gets ridiculously literal. Water bugs will lay their eggs above the water, and it's the male that stands guard and defends them against risks to minor safety, which includes scaring off other females that would easily turn his pride and joy into protein powder. There's even one type of water bug that'll physically carry up to 150 eggs.
All of that are all of the children, and no, that is not mom. When you see that, that's dad. Message. Let's keep rocking out. And y'all complain about what? 2-3 kids, child support. I don't know. How do we even begin to count this? What's this? 1, 2, 3. Look, I'm not going through all of this. It's like over 50 damn kids. Okay. No complaints. They ride on the back, and that's all it is. Now, mind you, this is an insect. Why is it that? For whatever reason, I don't care what we go through. Why are you complaining? I don't want to hear it. That's just me. You can say what you want. I don't want to hear it. If the damn bugs and the fish and the birds and the bees can do it, then we can do it. End of message. We're at the top of the food chain, right? Let's get it.
It's all on his back. With his future progeny glued to him, the male water bug is stuck like that for weeks, while his mate gets to go out and act like a free agent, switching teams and looks for a new male to dump dependence on.
Okay, so basically I'm stuck home with the kids and you get to go out and do your damn thing. Interesting. Let's keep rocking out.
In this time, the father water bug can't fly, can't eat as much. He has to constantly climb up to the surface to let his eggs get air, and he's
basically, my whole life has been sacrificed because I chose to mate with your ass. I'm sorry. Are we not seeing a direct correlation between the water bug and the actual man of today? Let's just keep going. I'm just saying, I will break it down from nature on up if you need me to. Let's get it.
He's a much easier target for predators. But at least with him, the back-breaking labor of being a father ends the moment they hatch. I'm sure there's a certain crocodilian that wishes it was that easy. You probably wouldn't expect a cold-blooded predatory sledgehammer to have a section in a video about great fathers. But if that were true, this picture wouldn't exist. This is a male gharial acting as a sentient school bus for about 100 of his kids. Normally, croc miners ride shotgun inside their parents' jaws. But armed with a mouthpiece designed for griefing fish, instead they choose to be on water bug timing.
Why did you? Now, of course, with that being said, we're going to go right back to what it is that I've been showing. And the fact is, this is, Father's Day. So let's go ahead and do this the way it's supposed to be done. All right. So when it comes to it, now let's go back to the people. All right. Now let's go back to how protective human fathers could possibly be. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:48 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and look at this and then get back to the video.
After the sunflowers.
Oh, okay. Right there. Okay, I got you. Go ahead. Do your thing. Goodness gracious. Okay, baby. Okay now.
Invisible machinery. These moving parts inside of me.
Stick one of them up! Hold it! Hey, it's my son.
His son had just graduated high school, and as they were walking to their car, this proud dad revealed the graduation present of a lifetime, and his son couldn't hold back the tears.
Don't ever think I ain't got you, man. You been blessing me all your life. Don't ever think I ain't got you, bruh. You've been a blessing to me and mama all your life. And I'm gonna go all out for you. That's what I'm talking about right there.
And so as he was handed the key to his brand new car, his dad wanted him to know that not only is hard work the real key to success in life, but it's also how you can bless the people you love most in this world.
Look at that. Look at that. That's yours. That's yours. When you put in that kind of work and be the kid and the young man that you are, That's how you get blessed, man. Man, you a blessed, man. Man, you a blessed, man.
Born baby, she caught this moment between her son and her husband getting some air on the porch.
This is good family, right, Daddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Me and Elsa, what's your name again?
Daddy Power.
Daddy Power?
Yep.
And D-Scout. I'm on a little bit,
An adventure.
yeah, kind of like an adventure plus a hike.
Hopefully D Scout knows how to be more of a team player today and stay with the group. Where we going today?
Well, ooh, I know where to go. How about the, swamp place?
Let's go.
Elsa thinks this is a good idea. But we're not going to go anywhere near the wet stuff.
Not near the west stuff?
The wet head.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Yes, we are here. We have always been here. We will always be here. It's just about what is recognized when it comes to us. You know, I was speaking earlier about how it just seems to be this thing where we recognize, like, you know, let's just be for real. You know, I was talking about how, all right, Mother's Day, I just, for whatever reason, I mean, not Mother's Day, Men's Mental Health Month. Now I'm going to go ahead and holler at y'all real quick. All right. So let's go ahead and have a little powwow. Let's just go ahead and talk. Real shit though. Men's Mental Health Month. I don't know why. I don't have a clue as to why. I had to learn about hold on. I don't know if that's too loud. I had to learn about the month of my mental health through women. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. What I am speaking about specifically is recognizing how, why didn't I know first? Why I never saw no commercials, no nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Father's Day weekend, and I know I'm not the only father. I know I'm not. Father's Day weekend snuck up on me. It did. It snuck up on me. I didn't know this weekend was our weekend. You want to know why? Because all through the week prior, like, you know, that like prior Sunday through Monday, all the way up to Saturday and today, I saw nothing. I'm only speaking of what it is that I've seen, and I'm saying it, yes, anecdotally, all right, my own singular vision as a man. I saw nothing. I had no, I almost forgot it was Father's Day. What is my point in saying that? My point in saying that is, oh, thank you so much, Foxy. Much respect to you, beloved. Mwah. All right now. You know, when we speak about like how men should be more emotionally intelligent, you know, I hear that a lot now. How emotionally intelligent we're supposed to be. And then I sit back and I think to myself, how intelligent are we really expecting most men to be who don't even know how to recognize who they are in the first place? Most men aren't even taught how to express themselves. It's a real thing. And what I mean by taught, I mean by being allowed to just naturally respond. That is the teaching. The natural response. And not being said, why are you crying? Suck it up, the whole nine. I won't be one of those to deny the fact that I've seen it firsthand in my face. I know what it consists of. I know what it's like to have to hold what it is back that you want to say. Now, when we talk about the dynamic of fathers and why fathers aren't stepping up as much, the whole deal, a lot of that could be childhood rooted. There could be a part that honestly nobody wants to take time, listen. Nobody wants to really acknowledge that men do think, men do feel. No, it's not just an impulsive anything, although at times it can be, depending on the individual man. But overall, most men really do think in very, very keen detail how they're going to go about their life. What society does is generally shut down that man from being able to speak. I have derived and I have developed a platform in which that is exactly what this is for my brothers as well as my sisters, to be able to come and speak your mind. Why? Because I know exactly what it's like not to be able to. I just do. I know what it's like not to be able to speak your mind. And I know what it's like to want to have somewhere, if not anywhere, to at least have your voice heard. You know, earlier today we were speaking about how there are a lot of men, and when we was wondering, is Mother's Day celebrated more than Father's Day? Shout out to the brother Freezy, right? The main thing that I've come across that I've thought about in its whole complexity of that is, it's not about whether or not is one more important. It's about what is the desensitization of one to the other. And that is the main factor that needs to be looked at. You smell me now? So that's why I wanted to make sure that I took this time and I made it very clear, like, you know, I do recognize, I'm so appreciative to know that there are people who care about me. There are people who care about me. There are people who actually do check on me, you know, and even down to today. Today gave me a very, very clear dose indication. Those who actually contacted me, and I promise you, I know I'm not the only man with these thoughts. Men know exactly what I'm about to say. Those who contacted me today and those who made sure that they reached out, and no matter what form it was, those are the ones who care, right? Us as men, we recognize that. That's always going to be a select few. That's not going to be something that's going to be like some, you know, big, huge, nothing. Nah. It's going to be a select few that's going to rock with you, that's going to get with your whole MO. And honestly, the way the world is derived now, it's about if they like you or not. Now, why am I saying that? Because I want us as men to get out of our feelings, as opposed, you know, when it comes to why you don't get the results you get, this, and that. The fact is this: the world is based upon primarily who likes you. Okay. So the very moment that you recognize that that's what it's comprised around, it's the very moment that you start to develop something all men of any form of success have achieved and acquired, and make sure that we maintain peace. You will have peace in your life when you recognize that you are to step outside the door and just simply wear shoes. Do not ever try to carpet the world. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. Let's get it.
Demonstration for the nation, for the nation, for the nation. Demonstration for the nation, for the nation, for the nation. You by who? How? Yeah. Doctor. Salute. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. See, we roll with the best. We too deep. Ain't no stress. We switch wheels, blow that cess. Keep this pain from above your chest. Only 1 second from life or death. Hold 1 second, don't take a deep breath. Dudes walk around with a heart on his sleeve. At night you see armed thieves, robberies, and sick things. Shit won't stop till God say so. So I lay back, blow endo, I'ma blow endo, I'ma blow endo. Doing about 10 while sliding through the hood. Show my folks love like a real nigga should. Holla back my G, it's all good. Look, you can catch me PG to DC. In the S-Class, you on good green. Lay back nigga with an old school lean. Got these clean with a cuff in the grease. Niggas roll deep with the heat in the Jeep. Dodge straight bullets like a new police. From no man that's cold to the streets. So niggas play love, but they don't want me. Ride with my girl all day, we G. Keep my faith, roll with the plan. Sometimes men take matters into your hands if you know the script. Play your part, you can't talk, you can't want the one, you can't bark the bark, you can't take the bite. You ball in the mix, but don't know the hype. You wanna ball the fist, but don't wanna fight. And if you Superman, then I'm kryptonite. So let's go. Let's get it, yeah, 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 let's go. Fire tree, I'm pushing it. Look 10 by 10s, I'm backing it. Triple stack, I'm feeling it. Money all day, I'm getting it. My pen to the paper, I'm pushing it. Real hip hop, I'm spitting it. Stack my chips, I'm dipping it. And y'all corny bammers ain't doing it. Cranberry goose, I'm sipping it. Chainsaw man, I'm ripping it. Y'all weak ass clothes, I'm sick of it. Strawberry Dutch, I'm rolling it. Got that tush, I'm holding it. Couple grand, I'm blowing it. Look, shorty, think I'm so the shit. And at that little thing, I'm stroking it. Yeah, cake by the pound, we baking it. All through this life, I'm making it. Yeah, all the way, I'm taking it. And we salt and pepper, shaking it. I got the microphone and I'm gripping it. Back that up, I'm tipping it. Like an Nina Ross, I'm flipping it. I'm cool, dog, I'm whipping it. Yeah. Y'all thought it was a game. Nah, we ain't done. You have no money. Lance. Cake by the pound, we baking it. Yeah, all to this life, I'm making it. Yeah, all the way, I'm taking it. And we salt and pepper, shaking it. I got the microphone and I'm gripping it. Back that up, I'm tipping it. Like an Nina Ross, I'm clipping it. And I'm cool, dog, I'm whipping it. My twin got work, he pushing it. My uptown people's pushing it. Don't need no hook, I'm killing it. So don't give up now, keep pushing it. Real life stunner, no faking it. Work hard like my father did. We gonna hit the rip, we gonna do our thing. And when the boys come, get rid of it. I started shit, so I'm a fan of shit. I hustle hard and I'm on my grind and I pay my dues and I'm saving up and I'm doing this for no benefit. So let's go. Let's get it. 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 Let's go.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? He Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?